Hey guys. Okay, I have just a few minutes. Let's turn on my chat. I'm about to get on a call at 7. So I just wanted to quickly come in and make this video because let's see if this works. Okay, when people hop on, I just want you guys to let me know that you can see me okay and you can hear me okay, and we'll get started. I wanted to make this video while one of my friends is going through this. So I'm gonna wait for a couple people to hop on and then we're gonna get started. Hi to whoever joined the video, tongue-tied. Oh, hi, I can't see anybody yet, but I just saw that 7 people hopped on. So as soon as you guys can, do me a favor and write a comment and let me know that you're there. Let me know that you can hear me and see me okay, and then we will go from there because I've got a story for you guys today. That is for sure. I don't see any comments yet, so let me make sure I did this right. How's this? There we go. Hey Carly, hey Jen, hey LD, hey Jeffrey, hey Kat, hey Nancy, hey Kaylee, Lauren, Jen, hey guys. The light is so bright. Okay, let's try to fix this. I'm telling you, I've had videos and calls and everything all week and I have not been able to get my lights right. I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I turn it this way. How's that? Is that better or worse? Hey Josh. Hey Star. Hey Amberly. Is that better with the lights? I'm sorry guys. Did I leave that light on? That's why. The light behind me is on. I'm sorry about that. But I only have about 15 minutes. Better. Okay, awesome. To make this video. Hey Lex. So let's get into it. So let me just rephrase this. So jealous you wear hats. Kat just said, she goes, we know that you're not doing your hair when you're wearing a baseball cap, because I got home from the gym, showered really quick, fixed my makeup, and then, thank you, sweetheart. This is from Express from like last year. Fixed my makeup, didn't have time to fix my gym hair. I was like, gym hair, don't care, but I really do care because I have to do a video. Anyway, so this story happened a long time ago. Just to let you guys know, this is not recent. I did not find Adam on a pen pal site recently, but here's the background story. And I wanted to tell this story because this happened to a girlfriend of mine this past week. The poor thing spent the whole entire week, the day of her birthday, hysterical crying because she found her loved one on a pen pal site. So I was like, girl, I've got a story for you. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is. It doesn't really matter. But, I was like, I have a story for you and I think it's going to make you feel better. And I didn't get a chance to talk to her because actually I was supposed to call her on the way home from the doctor on Tuesday and I got lost in the car, so I had to concentrate on my GPS and I didn't get a chance to call her and tell her this story. And then I figured, you know what, I will tell it to everybody. So this is funny, I have it from my book that I have written that is in editing right now. So I might read some of this just because I kind of have to get in through she just outed herself. Get this in fast because I have a call after this, like I said, but I wanted to get it in. So on Christmas 2010, my mother announced to my whole entire family at Christmas dinner on Christmas Day, you guys, that she had been diagnosed with breast cancer. So and the reason she did it, she wasn't being harsh and she wasn't being horrible. She just wanted to make that announcement once and not have to recall everybody and rehash that news over and over and over again. She figured that because everybody was all together, it would just be easier for her and for all of us to all hear it at the same time. I'm from a very large, dramatic Italian family. So if one person found out first and the other person didn't find out, we would all be calling each other, etc. Oh, Jeffrey, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, my mom's not doing so great right now either. It is the most disgusting disease to watch somebody deteriorate from. It's just sick. So I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. But anyway, so for a little while I was kind of mad at her that she did that she ruined her Christmas. But then when I was able to step out of my own emotions and the emotions of like the sister that I'm closest to, there are 5 girls and a boy in my family, so the sister that I'm closest to, we were both kind of like, what is this? And we wouldn't allow ourselves to process our emotions. Everybody else just kind of lined up and literally acted like they were at a funeral procession, and we were both like, it's Christmas. We refused to believe that it was anything other than a blip and she would be fine. So I'm saying that to say that I pushed all of those feelings down. So that was Christmas Day. Nothing. In my presence, nobody was allowed to say anything that wasn't positive or talk about the fact that she was going to recover. So staying positive, you guys, during a stressful time is great, but I was also avoiding the grief that comes with getting news of that magnitude about somebody that's so closest to you. So New Year's Eve, that was on Christmas, a week later on New Year's Eve, I was getting ready for a New Year's Eve party at my brother's house. And for some stupid reason, right before I planned to get into the shower, I decided to search Adam's name on Google. So here's a tip, and I talked about this on a video that was something like dealing with the media and bad press and that kind of stuff. Sorry, I just have to move this out of the way for 1 second because I can't see my notes. I talked about how you shouldn't just keep Googling his name over and over and over again. And the reason why I did that originally is because I work in internet marketing. That's my day job. So I tried for many years to get Adam's positive stuff in the website that I built for him above all of the news articles and all the negative stuff and all of the everything that the media put out that made him out to be like the ringleader and the animal. I'm like, we have to kind of counter that. And it's really hard because news sites have a ton of authority on Google, and they've been there for so much longer, and they have so much content on them, and it's going so fast, it's refreshed so fast that they get all of the authority. So I worked really hard. So that night I'm like, you know what, let me check and see where we are. So I searched his name. And I figured I would take a quick look. That's it. I would just see where we were at. I would see how far I've come, how much further I had to go, and then I would hop in the shower and get ready for the party. So typed in Adam Bentley Clausen, his full name, checked the web results. For some reason that day, I clicked on the images tab. In the second row, I noticed that there was a photo there that I had never seen before. He was extremely young in the photo. He had on no shirt. He was wearing this gold cross necklace, and I don't know how I'll never forget this, and I have the picture here, and I'll show you guys at the end of this video, but he had his foot resting on a basketball because Adam was a very talented basketball player. So, of course, I was choked with venom in my throat. I clicked on that photo, and it was linked to a pen pal website, and I'm reading out of my notes and I'm laughing to myself because I was like, in my book, I'm like, I can hear the loud unanimous gasp of prison lives across the world as you read that line. Oh yes, girl, a pen pal site. So I read the ad that was associated with his name, coming out of my rage only long enough to think, you know what, he doesn't even write like that. That's so weird. And then, sorry, I'm losing my spot. The ad was written very weird, right? Adam's very talented in writing. He's very talented with his words. And the way that this ad was written, and I know it didn't I don't mean anything like harmful by this, but it was written like he was bisexual, and he's not. And it's no problem if he was, but he's not. And I knew it. So, and it's just like, it was not his writing level, right? So only came out of it long enough to think that, and I was like, tuh, Jersey Girl's coming out right now. And so I did what any respectable woman would do, and I sent him a copy of the pen pal ad because we have core links, and I wrote, WTF is this? You should probably call me as soon as you get this message. So within 2 hours, because again, we have core links, email, it takes about 2 hours. Within 2 hours, an unknown number was flashing on my caller ID. And I answered, waited for the recording that let me know the call was from a federal prison. It literally played long enough for me to angrily, you guys, give me some comments, for if you can relate, angrily start stabbing the number 5 to accept the call. And when we connected and I could finally hear him, your boy was laughing. He was laughing, you guys. He was laughing. And he claimed that he was laughing because he thought it was funny that I actually believed that he had put that ad online. And he learned very, very quickly that that was not the appropriate reaction. So for about 10 of those allotted 15 minutes of our call, I was yelling. He said he had no idea about the ad, and I got more angry. And he told me, he's like, listen, email whoever owns that website, I've never heard of it before, and tell them to take it down. And just like that, our call had ended. The 15 minutes was over. And he was frustrated. I was livid. And our call got cut off. So I'm sorry, you guys, I'm not reading your comments. I will come back and do it in a second, but I just need to do a time check. Yeah, I have about 9 minutes left before my next call. So looking at my phone, I took a deep breath and naturally threw it across the room, you know, because I'm mature, and I started to cry. And a steady stream of tears turned into ugly, heaving sobs. Now, here is the part that's very interesting. I'm a very introspective person. All of the emotions related to my mother's health that I was shoving down and not facing erupted like a volcano, and I sobbed until I could no longer breathe out of my nose, and my eyes looked like Muhammad Ali after a fight. I guess it goes without saying, I called my brother and I was like, I'm not coming to the party. And I went to bed alone, probably like 9 or 10 p.m. on New Year's Eve. A few days later, I had, now this is a part for you, Ray, that I wanted to talk to you about, and for you guys that are like, what the hell are you still doing with him after all of that? So I had a long discussion with the owner of this website. I did my research. Like I said, I'm into technology. I'm into internet marketing. I knew how to find the owner of the website. And I learned the background of the story. This guy, LC, and Adam were locked up together at USP Allenwood. And trust and believed, you guys, I fact checked that quite a few different times in a few different ways. And he told Adam before he left in 2001, he said, bye man, it's been great, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take care of you. Well, he took care of him by creating this, not by creating this website. He had the plans to do this website anyway. And he put the ad up for Adam, because what better way to take care of your lonely single friend inside than to find him a friend or a potential love interest? Because remember, I didn't come back into Adam's life until 2009, and this was 2001. So where did he get the photo of him then? Because your girl's not stupid, right? I'm fact checking everything. And he said, the dum-dums, I'm telling you, are young guys, right? They were trying to create a Hot Guys Inside calendar back in 2001 at USP Allenwood. Kind of like, how they do like sexy firemen's calendars. And they, at the time, they were allowed to check out cameras, right? Now they're not allowed to have cameras anymore, but they were allowed to check them out and use them kind of like they're allowed to check out workout equipment out of recreation now. So they did that. And I honestly, first of all, have heard this story 100 times prior to this, so I knew it was true. But they got in trouble because they were, quote unquote, running a business from the inside, which you're not allowed to do. So Adam spent some time in the hole for that. I mean, I heard this story every which way so many times before this guy even came into my life and I asked him about this pen pal site. So when that happened and he was getting released, he took all of those pictures with him. So he had those pictures. So I just want to get back to the point of this because I'm running out of time. Yeah, we got 6 minutes. Basically, his story was I can never say this word, corroborated, because I had heard that story so many times. And here's the thing, could Adam have been lying to me? Sure, he could have been. Could he have gotten LC on the phone and given him a heads up? I guess, but he didn't even know who owned that site until afterwards. But sure, he could have. But I chose to believe him because he had never given me a reason prior to that, and honestly, he's never given me a reason since. So my point in sharing this story with you guys is not to throw Adam under the bus. I'm telling you this because I was insanely stressed after I found out that my mom had been diagnosed with cancer, and I ignored my feelings instead of dealing with them. A week later, I found the pen pal ad, and do you think I kept my New Year's resolution to get healthy? No, my phone's falling, sorry. Of course I didn't. Do you think I got a promotion at work that year? Nope. And I certainly didn't strengthen my spiritual side or focus on self-care while I was dealing with all of the drama. So I didn't do, what I'm saying is I didn't do anything that I set out to do. I didn't fulfill any of my New Year's resolutions that year because I was too stressed about so many other things and I wasn't dealing with my emotions in the moment. So the best way that I've learned to combat this problem is to step back and take a helicopter view of your life. Step out of your own shoes and look kind of like it's from the outside looking in. And it's not easy to do. It takes a lot of work. It takes some time to practice and learn it. But then compare yourself from what you see from that helicopter view to what you want to be. And you want to inspect every area of life and figure out what is out of balance. So that is my lesson for you guys today. Again, I wanted to share this. It was kind of real time. I wanted to share it with Ray because she just went through this. Now, Adam I've never found him on any other pen pal site. That site was old AF. By the way, you guys, I want to tell you this. This was just a few years ago. Let's see, no, my mom was diagnosed with cancer 8 or 9 years ago. But I found this website through a MySpace page. MySpace was dead since like what, 2001, 2002, maybe 2004, 5 at the latest. So it all kind of checked out. So if something is off and something doesn't feel right and you feel like he's lying to you, or you find something like that, do your homework, do your research. I love him to death. He never gave me a reason, but don't you bet your bottom dollar that I checked every fact. Oh my God, that was an awful word. I checked every fact that I possibly could have checked, because I didn't want to be the one that was lied to or used and abused. But I can tell you, I've seen Adam's visit list. I've taken up all of his visits for as many years. Yeah, okay, so MySpace died in 2007, and this was at least 2010 that this happened. So we're good. And the picture that was on there, let's see, I'll scroll. I have 3 minutes to show you guys this. I'm sorry that a time crunch, but I didn't know how long this interview was going to be afterwards. So here's the picture, you guys. Can you see this? And can you see that? You can't flip your phone. I guess you can't see it. I'll put it in the, I have all of, by the way, I have all of my stuff that I'm selling on Poshmark inside this little plastic box that I have my computer propped up on in front of the window. Yes, because that's how ghetto it is right now. But I'll put that picture up for you guys, and you can see Adam was visibly younger in that picture. He had a head of brown hair. Now he has a head of gray hair, as do I. I just hide it very well with dye. But the point is, do your research, do your homework. Disturbed, it is a long story, but Adam was given a 213-year sentence for robberies because he was charged with a mandatory minimum sentence. So I talk about that on a couple videos back. I've talked about that on Jessica Kent's channel, and I also will be talking about that on a really cool collaboration that I just did last night. I'm going to keep it a surprise who I did it with, but it's somebody who's really popular here on YouTube, another prison channel, who I know he's away for a few days, but I think that's coming out at some point next week, so I will share that whole story. But it is in a few videos back. But as of now, he doesn't have an out date, but we're fighting hard to get that adjusted. Yeah, just check our other video. Thank you. How do you feel about possibly never being with him free? Jeffrey, why don't we talk about that on another video? Because I have to get on another call. Ray, I'm so sorry. What is wrong with me and not being able to talk tonight? I am so sorry that I was not able to communicate with you and answer your guys' questions, but I'm so happy that it worked out for you, that everything was okay. I will be back, you guys. I have to hop off of this one. Don't let the enemy come between you two. Great advice. You're so right. And as long as you fact check, and I love you too, sweetheart, and you are secure with it and you feel okay in your gut, you keep going. If something's off and your gut is telling you something's off, something's off. But I've always used his visits. I've used all of his phone time. He emails me more than anybody else. So to me, I have nothing to question, never have, never will. It was just that little blip. We talked through it. The fact that he was laughing, he knows he was wrong. He went back to the guys that night and he was like, he told them what happened and that he was laughing, and they were like, you messed up, man. And sometimes that's a blessing of them being in there, because they have their guys to be like, dude, you messed up. This chick gives you no problems ever. I don't. One time somebody emailed me and called me Kim, and I sent him an email, right? And I was like, hey, I think he called me Kim because I'm as hot as a Kardashian. And his friends, he showed his friends the email, and they were laughing. First, he showed them the Kim email because it was a legal email, and the person that sent it to me thought my name was Kim. And so the guys were like, oh, she's gonna be pissed. You're gonna have to deal with that. And then when he got that message from me about the hot as a Kardashian, he showed them, and he was like, haha, that's my girl. But he was laughing hysterical back at that. He's like, thank you for being normal. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I love you guys. Keep staying strong. Keep loving strong. Keep supporting one another through this journey, because you're one day closer to it all being behind you. Lots of love from my heart to yours. I will see you beautiful ladies and gentlemen in the next one. Tomorrow I have a great video, and then I have that collab coming out soon, and I have a couple of interviews with people who did time on the inside coming up, and then it is inmate what is April? It is Second Chances month, so I want to do videos with people who have been inside. So if any of you have done time on the inside and want to be interviewed and featured on my channel,